Ahem. Well then. After that intro, good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and welcome to Her Majesty's SPIFFING. What is this? This is a good old British point-and-click adventure game, so let's just get straight in and see what we can do. In the wake of political developments during the summer of 2016, the events that followed Britain... Frustrated by the demise of this once great nation, Her Majesty the Queen concluded that the elected residents were no longer fit. Having dissolved Parliament and returning to the United Kingdom as an autocratic government, changes were immediate. However, ever the pragmatic, Her Majesty concluded that complications Britain was facing, returning to power on Earth was to focus her attention to the stars. Okay. I got most of it. Let's move. Is that meant to be Saturn? Britain advanced far. We're certainly going far beyond the stars in the SS Imperialize. I still love it. That's just a name. That's just such a good name. The SS Imperialize with all of the United Kingdom flag on it. It's basically...
Here we are, Sub-Lieutenant Jones. Space. The final frontier. I am Captain Frank Lee English, and these are the voyages of the starship HMSS Imperialize. Our mission? To explore strange new worlds, to seek out new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Good show!
Rousing stuff, Captain English, sir.
You really think so? I was afraid it would sound a little bit cliched.
Isn't that the point?
The last thing I'd want would be for anyone listening to think that was going to be representative of the quality of all our dialogue throughout this entire voyage.
Perhaps it's best not to heighten expectations too early on, boyo.
Yes, Jones. A healthy dose of self-deprecation should neutralize the mildly xenophobic nature of the mission we've been tasked with by Her Majesty, Queen of Great Britain and of the Commonwealth Realms.
The mildly
xenophobic. As long as we can avoid resorting to trite nationalistic jokes, we should be fine.
Yes, I absolutely agree, Sub-Lieutenant Jones. Well, I'm parched. Who's for tea?
Well, that's it. There's your joke and a half. There's your national joke. I'm gonna go make tea. How British do you think you can get?
You stay here at the controls, Jones, while I navigate to the ship's kitchen facilities to acquire a refreshing beverage. The walk will give me the chance to familiarize myself with the intuitive navigation system.
Can you grab us a cup too?
Perhaps. What's in it for me?
I feel compelled to say an authoritative yet non-committal perhaps in this circumstance, Jones. It would be an appropriate reason to practice using the inventory system, yet I fear that such a magnanimous gesture may erode the command hierarchy aboard this vessel. I'll be on my way now, just as soon as I choose to exit this chair.
I love the look on his face when we said all that. Alright, left click the arrow on the left of the screen. There is no arrow on the left. Oh, there it is. Okay. You're gonna be that. Okay. When objects is highlighted, right click with the right click or control left click.
I appear to have activated some sort of context-sensitive menu. I should select the appropriate option, illustrated by these exquisite icons.
Yes. It's one of those kinds of games. Right. Alright. What's it? Let's examine...
The humble tray table. I appear to have... I don't believe the isolation of space has forced me to talk to the furniture just yet.
Alright, what if we interact with it?
Best stow this for now.
Alright then. So what other objects are there for us to interact with? Just exiting the cockpit. Okay then. When the object is highlighted... Yeah. No, we'll talk to the door. Let me talk to the door.
It doesn't strike me as much of a talker.
Oh, that's a shame. I really wanted a conversation with it.
That leads out of the cockpit.
No, duh. It says so at the bottom of the screen.
Now, to find the kitchen. If memory serves me correct, it's just down this corridor, beyond the fourth wall.
Right. Okay, then. Well, you say that, but I see plenty of fun things for me to interact with, such as this.
The only inanimate object I tend to chat to is Sub-Lieutenant Jones.
Alright, then what about this? What's this, then?
That's the gravity simulation switch.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't know what to say.
How about turn off the gravity?
The animators rather we leave it on. Less things to move.
The meta-ness. The meta-ness. Alright. What about the map?
It's an informative map displaying the many high-definition areas aboard Her Majesty's spaceship Imperial Eyes.
Ah. Then let's take a look at it. What's on it?
Let's see.
We're clearly here, as it says. In the likely event of an emergency first panic, then embrace the situation as an opportunity to exhibit your flair for lateral thinking. Once that fails, just try combining anything you've picked up with random stuff in the environment. That typically works sometimes. the bloody point-and-click adventure games in a nutshell. Okay. Entertainment area, okay. www terminal. Gravity simulation ship. Gertie 3000, nothing of note. Then why is it a note? On note. Alright then. What about here then? Let's just go straight through the door. We're going to stop trying to talk to everything. I mean, there's only so much we can do at once. We're meant to go to the room for... Ooh, there's a picture of Her Majesty right there. Alright, then we go straight into the kitchen and we'll go... Wow, we even got a picture of Henry VIII. Okay. Let's grab the mug.
Salad's mug, isn't it?
Yes, and I believe this is your mug. I could tell from the picture.
It's for my Rosie Lee. Sorry, Cockney crockery.
Ah. No wonder I didn't understand it initially.
I'll just get piping hot tea all over my hands. And I didn't enjoy that the first time.
The fact there was a first time says a lot about you, my friend. Well, this thing seems like we could talk
What are your prime directives?
He didn't say anything back.
I don't suppose you've kept in touch with Matilda or any of the other house robots? It's our autonomous beverage dispensing robot, Gertie.
Gertie. I get it now.
I've nothing useful to hand.
Oh, so our sub-lieutenant is Welsh. Well then. What if we do this? We're making tea. Are you really that lazy?
It really takes the misery out of making tea.
You just let it turn the tea for you too. Alid smells. Mature, Mr. English. Mature. You're not quite of the gentleman standard that I am, but I don't mind associating with you yet.
A sentient being responsible for making the tea is that every so often it forgets how much milk to add.
That thing's sentient? Alright, what's in the fridge?
Ooh, why? It's packed to the rafters with mild English cheddar.
Well, that's enough for me. Cheddar is always good. Can I get more?
Best leave some space for alternative dairy produce.
It's cheese. You don't need alternative dairy produce.
I'm not going to be that chap who walks around with pockets full of cheese.
Yes, you are.
If I suddenly find myself in the need for more cheese, I'll know where to go.
You need more cheese now. Use it.
Best leave some space for alternative dairy produce.
I'm clearly not going to get any more out of this. God damn you. Washy liquid.
Mild green washing up liquid.
What have we got here then?
Of course, in England, they'd call it a hoover. Best avoid that, lest we be accused of stealing gags from popular 80s aeronautical disaster comedies.
Okay, for those who don't get that joke, let me explain it to you. Here, it says the word vacuum, which is what...
There's a thin line between homage and plagiarism.
Shut up. In America and places, it's called a vacuum cleaner, whereas in England, we call it a hoover. That's just the joke he's using, so... In England, it's a hoover, not a vacuum. Your jokes, they're cringeworthy but brilliant at the same time, Mr. English. So, off you go. Plodding, 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 all along the floor. Plod, plod, plod. Plod, plod, plod. Alright, now we get back into our chair.
Any danger of making that tea, boyo?
Alright, we're gonna grab we're gonna equip his tea and give it to him.
Awfully sorry for the delay.
Never mind, boyo. How did you manage to carry it in there without spilling any?
Well, I've just been very careful. Ever since that whole Deepwater Horizon incident.
I don't really have anywhere to set this. You won't take over the controls from it until I finish. You wouldn't want to spill anything over these expensive electronics.
But of course! Why, if such a thing were to happen, we'd have a real puzzle on our hands.
The wink. Okay. Alright, it's obvious what we're gonna do then.
Just go easy. Keep it steady.
Right. No problem.
Yes?
Left click with the interact. Ooh.
Okay, right.
I can just keep poking the dog. I'm good with this. Just keep poking the dog. Alright, what if we flip this?
Commencing cabin depressurization.
No, we want that back on.
Expect that.
What about this?
Primary starboard fuel cell.
Careful,
jettisoned.
boyo. Keep it steady.
What about this? No, we're going to turn that back off. What about this middle one?
Flight safe mode disabled.
No, we want to... nope, come on.
Opening rear cargo doors.
Don't do that. Press the right button. No. What about something over here?
Life support systems offline.
No, we know that we want those on. What about this one? That doesn't say a thing. What about this one?
Venting reserve oxygen supply.
Nope, don't want to do that. Come on, click the right one.
Daisy.
Give me your answer.
Holy cow!
What? What? What the... what? Okay, why not just click everything then?
Flight safe mode.
Ah! Look what you've done! I told you to keep it steady.
How could it not be steady? You're in
What a
fucking
waste of
space!
perfectly good tea.
And that's the thing that's
We should be
worrying.
more concerned about the irreparable damage done to the ship's steering
Listen,
system.
Welshman, he's
Both
English.
problems, by the way, are your fault.
Look, obviously, the controls weren't calibrated to account for my superior strength. They were more sensitive than a pubescent poet. Regardless, we'll have plenty of time to argue about this now that we're stranded. Unless, of course, we can replace the controls with something else.
When you say we...
I mean the royal we. I'll sort this out. Don't move. I don't want you dribbling on anything else.
The
Honestly,
royal
you're
we.
worse than the elderly.
Okay. Right then. Let's go see what we can find. Probably nothing in here, so let's just go straight through the door. Maybe there's something in our bedroom. In the bedroom, even. What's in the cupboard?
Very odd. It appears to be stuck.
Okay, we can pick up the batteries, though.
With great power comes great responsibility.
I hardly call AA batteries great power. What's on here?
It specifically says no rustling.
Ah, like the meme. Okay. We will not rustle any jimmies today, then.
The porcelain throne.
Yeah, that's the name for it. Well, let's talk to it.
I don't believe the isolation of space has forced me to talk to the furniture just yet.
Oh, I was allowed to hope. What's this, then?
Mercifully, the ultra-absorbent litter goes somewhere to mask the odor. Somewhere. Not all the way.
Why do we have cat litter? Do we have a cat? And there's a sink right here. Right. Let's pick up a rubber glove. Sure, why not?
It might fit Allard's dainty hand. I've a bit more girth.
Ah, sex jokes. Right. Okay. You're not above those either, I see. Let's avoid the little football table. Can I actually examine the little football table? Ooh, I can use the telescope, though. What's in the telescope?
Now, what do we have here? Ah! Good lord.
I want to use that again.
Now, what do we have here? Ah! Good lord.
Hey, just because I'm better than you, you don't have to act like that. Just because you've seen your god, Mr. English. Right. Okay. What about this thing? What can we use this thing?
There appears to be something stuck in the drive.
Right. Okay. What's that?
Gosh, no matter how many times I keep clicking on things, this drive won't become unblocked. I'll have to think of something else.
Rubber glove. Use the glove.
I can't use these two together.
Okay then. Cheese. Why not? Sure. I just said equip the cheese.
I doubt combining these two will prove to be particularly useful.
Then I don't think that we have the item needed to make this thing useful in the first place. Oh. Let's...
Of course, it lacks the precision of a mouse and keyboard.
Ah! PC Master Race. Of course you are, Mr. English.
Greatly improves one's cognitive functions. Don't take my word for it. Ask science.
Pick up everything you can. That's the way you play these. Right. Maybe we can get a fork for the drive then. Let's go back into the kitchen. Toaster. Ooh. Do we have toast? There is toast there.
I am feeling rather peckish.
Ah! 你個死英國佬，我鎖開你隻手咯喎！
That settled it. I'm going gluten-free when I get back to Old Blighty.
Can I get a translation for what that thing just said? I don't know what moon rune language it was, but it was certainly one, and I'd like to know what he said. Well, either way, I don't seem to be able to interact with anything in here. Oh wait, no, we're looking for something to help us with controlling the ship. Ah, the controller. I get it now. To the cockpit. If you could move any faster, Mr. English, please. If you could, please, that'd be very nice. Yes, yes, come on. Come now, into the chair.
I would do well to study these closely in case of an emergency. Like we're...
Oh. That was an item, a different item.
Have you found something to replace the controls you broke yet?
Yes! I have, my good
Here,
boyo.
plug this in. See if it works.
That isn't going to be much use without batteries, boyo.
What? Aren't they included?
And remove a superfluous hurdle present simply to prolong a problem you've long since figured out? Huh. When is that ever the case?
Stop being meta on us, would you please? And I have the batteries too. So here, batteries. Controller with batteries.
Plug this in. See if it works.
No joy, boyo.
Why not?
What? Is it supposed to be plug and play?
No, boyo. You'll have to install the drivers first.
Really?
Can't you just download them in here?
The Wi-Fi can't reach this part of the ship.
What kind of
Try
crappy
getting
Wi-Fi
online
is
in one of
that?
the other rooms. See if you can download the drivers onto something and bring it here.
I suppose you'll just be sitting here in the meantime.
That's how the genre works, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if it is broke, well, it's probably a tedious puzzle to fix it.
That's how the genre works. Right. Okay. So, I need to go to the computer then to try and fix something. You know what, let's use a treadmill. It's available, so... Okay. Are you getting tired, Mr. English? Am I making you work too hard?
Best stop before I start to lose my gains, brah.
You actually walk around exhausted too now. Right. Okay.
Now, to download this driver, I just need to connect to the internet first.
Then do that. Really? Dial-up?
Bingo!
I'm beyond the
Found
age
it.
of dial-up.
Very odd. It won't let me save onto the disk.
Is it fucking plugged in?
Cutting-edge 20th century tech.
Yes, precisely. 20th century. What age are we in?
It doesn't strike me as much of a talker. I've downloaded the driver I need. Now I just need to save it onto something so I can install it in the cockpit. I'm afraid I've nothing useful to hand.
Safety instructions. Sure, why not?
I'm sure there's a more practical use for this. Gosh, no matter how many times I keep clicking on things, this drive won't become unblocked. I'll have to think of something else.
Right, I need to find something then. Can I interact with the sofa?
Presumably the manufacturer opted for shards of metal as opposed to goose down.
That is extremely unfortunate. And it also did make a bit of a crunch when you sat down. So, I guess now we're just looking everywhere around the place now. Alright, what about this microwave? I can use the microwave.
That's the radio wave oven. It's the same idea as a conventional microwave oven, except while your meal is cooking, you can listen to the cricket on Radio 5.
That is exceptionally a good idea. We'd use it.
AM, FM, defrost. It's got the works.
Can we use the cheese on it?
We'll agree to disagree about that.
What about the coffee?
I think it would be best if I did something else with this.
Can I pick up the washing up liquid?
Mild green washing up liquid.
I can. It's not gonna just let me use the washing up liquid on the drive, is it? It wouldn't. Please don't be this stupid. Please. Mr. English, please.
It's not the worst idea I've ever heard. I remember when they talked about keeping BBC Three.
Okay, you're not that stupid. Phew, I was praying. Good to know. Well then, what else do we have around here? I see nothing.
can't be serious.
Oh. So when it was saying vacuum, danger, vacuum, it was like danger, dog. The vacuum is evil. And then there's nothing in there. Alright then. Flammable gas! Oh goody! That sounds hilarious. That sounds like it's going to be hilarious. Right. Okay.
It would be terribly brutish for one to resort to force to open this door. I'm sure I'll be able to find a solution, lest I become unhinged.
Ah, clues. So, very subtle clues.
I fear we may need to curtail this imaginative thinking. I'm sure there's another more rational use for this.
Hey, your instruction guide said use anything on everything if you can't find anything. So, we will do just that. We will use anything on everything.
It might fit Allard's dainty hand. I've a bit more girth.
So we need to go find Allard then? Do we? Alright, let's go to our little Welsh friend and see if we can get him to do it.
Do you have that driver for me?
I do not. Can you use this?
That sort of stuff isn't tolerated in the workplace.
Oh, so we can't do that. Okay. And what kind of stuff isn't tolerated? I don't know what you mean by that. So I need something I can download these drivers onto. Where am I meant to find something like that?
There's been a slight infestation. The lower decks are on lockdown.
What kind of infestation? I'm sure we'll find out later. There's nothing else I can do. What do you want from me, Mr. English?
I'll have to take a closer look at these safety instructions for peace of puzzle. I mean, mind. Peace of mind.
Oh. Thank you for being subtle while I was trying to equip it. Alright, what do these do then? Oh, I can just hold it down. It looks like you're trying to solve a puzzle.
Why, the humble paperclip. A staple of any adventure gamer's inventory.
You prick. You bloody prick. Okay, can I use the paperclip on this?
Let's see if prodding this around fixes anything.
Yeah, it normally
Aha!
does. Right then. Can I pick that up?
I can't seem to save onto it for some reason.
Well, can I use it on that?
I think it would be best if I did something else with this.
Can I put it in there? Now can I save onto it? Considering it's green.
Very odd. It won't let me save onto the disc.
Alright then. Well, I solved one part of the
I can't
puzzle.
seem to save onto it for some reason.
Wait.
I can't seem to save onto it for some reason.
Are you? Really? I mean, I know it's a floppy disk and all, but... Look, the only reason I know, though, the floppy disks have those sorts of little lock pads is because of old... Because I remember
Fantastic.
those.
Now to quickly copy this driver.
Sorry about that. Oh, it's clearly taking its time. Sometime later. Yep, clearly taking its time. Ah, floppy disks. You were so useless. Yeah, useful back in the day.
Oh, sorry. Oh, gosh, is that the time? It'll be starting to get dark outside. Best check up on Allard and see if he's dried off.
It's fucking space.
It's remarkable how much information can be stored on something so compact.
It is! Just not that one of those things. Those things hold nothing. In fact, I'm surprised it holds 144 megabytes. That's actually a lot for a floppy drive. Floppy disk. I'm impressed. Alright then. Well then. Alright, let's see if I can wake him up.
If I do that, I'll have to go on a course.
What kind of course?
Sub-Lieutenant Jones!
Wake him up.
Sub-Lieutenant Jones! Allard! Wake up! Wake up, Allard! Oh, this is useless. He'll be out for hours unless I can think of another way to wake him up.
Cheese! That isn't the cheese I selected. Please use your inventory system a little better.
Unfortunately, dairy is one of 3 things Sub-Lieutenant Jones is allergic to. The other 2 being early starts and manual labor.
Ah! I see. Alright, you finally got your cup of tea. Really?
What's going on? What are you playing at, boyo?
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. It felt like someone else was in control of my inhibitions.
Just give me the driver so we can GTFO.
GTFO?
Get things functioning and online.
Yeah, sure, that's
you
what
need
it
to
means.
swat up in your acronyms. FFS. For future scenarios.
Yeah, no. We all know what those really mean. No, you're not getting away with that, Mr. Boyo. We know exactly what those
install
mean.
this, and we should be underway again.
You could have used my USB pen, you know.
Fuck that.
What? Is that another one of your acronyms I'm supposed to know?
I hate you, Mr. English.
Universal Serial Bus.
Ha! Serial bus. I know you're just making that one up.
Well, boyo, I've got some good news and some bad news. Which one do you want first?
Bad news.
Give me the grim, demoralizing reality first, then ensure I quickly forget its severity with a light-hearted human interest tale, preferably involving a cat and a musical instrument.
All right,
What
boyo. Well, the bad news is that before this driver will work, one of us is going to have to descend into the dark depths of the ship to perform the emergency systems reset procedure.
You mean turn everything off and on again?
Yes, but the good
That
news
always
is
works.
it's a one-person job, so only one of us will have to do it.
Presumably I'll be the one doing the legwork, as usual.
Well, if you want, we could make it seem like you had a choice in the matter. Here, we'll flip for it. Heads or tails?
Oh, fuck you, game. Okay, I won't choose. What are you going to say about that? What's going to happen if I just simply don't choose?
Well, if you want, we could make it seem like you had a choice in the matter. Here, we'll flip for it. Heads or tails?
No, not flipping. No, you're not giving me a choice. You're not giving me a real choice. Thus, I'm not doing it. I think I have to choose. I don't think it's going to let me get away with it.
Tails
Alright.
never fails.
It's heads.
Blast. I can't help but feel that somehow that was always going to happen.
Yep.
What fates impose that men must needs abide, it boots not to resist both wind and tide.
Gosh, the writing on this voyage just stepped up a level. That
Yeah,
was
it
borderline
really did.
Shakespeare.
Aye, borderline.
Right, I'm off.
That was bloody Shakespeare. So, okay. Well then, I'm afraid I'm all out of time for this episode. So, wow. Just wow. It's going to be certainly a fun ride with this thing. So everyone, I'd like to thank you for joining me this week, for an episode of Her Majesty Spiffing. So, until next week, where I hope to see you again, I'm afraid it's now time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.